Hi everybody, this is Manny Castillo, and today I'm gonna make a video about Jose Fernandez. It's been 2 years since his passing, and I'm gonna recall the day that happens, and it was a Sunday morning, and my brother-in-law and I, and my wife and his wife, we went to see a game, and he was pitching that day, and he told me. I remember he telling me, "Oh, we gotta see this kid. We gotta follow this kid. He's gonna be good." Since I'm a collector, I started, trying look through his cars, and I didn't have any in those days. So I remember that Sunday that he called me. He goes, "Manny, early in the morning. It was early, and this scared me because he never calls that early." Because he always calling past 12 because we always hang out on Sundays, and I remember he calling me. He goes, "Did you watching the news?" And I was watching something else in the morning, and I said, "Put the news," and I changed the channel to the Latin channel, and they were talking about him. And I saw a boat upside down, and I was with him at the phone, and I said, "What happened?" And they said, "Remember that kid that I was telling you, Jose Fernandez? He died today." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "What?" But I was in denial. I said, "What the hell? What happened?" And but I'm watching right there, in the news. I have the TV on, and I saw the boat upside down. He goes, and I asked him, "Are you sure he's dead?" I mean, they're not. No, he's dead. And he was with two friends, and they were saying that he had an accident, and the boat come us. I said, "How old he was?" And he goes, "He was 24." And I said, "What the hell?" And I remember, everything stopped for that moment. And up here in Miami, this is like, we got so many people from so different countries, like from Cuba the most, but we got Colombians and Venezuelans and Peruvians. We got a lot of Latin communities. It's like rice and beans. It's like a freaking salad. And and everybody, has to stop, and even though it was baseball, even though he was Cuban, even though he was, everybody like a stop, for a moment, and start thinking, his age, how far he was making it in baseball. And it was like, it was a you can feel the sorrow, that day. We were supposed to meet up here in the afternoon, so we always do on Sundays. We cook something here in my house. And I took my wife to the supermarket, and you can see, you can see in the faces, I was waiting in the line for the Cuban bread, and the people, they were like, talking about it, and say whatever. I mean, and they were talking whatever they can recall about him, and but you can feel the sorrow, in the air. His age, he was becoming. I mean, he was making the Miami Marlins. Like, he was attracting people to the base to the stadium. And I don't remember because my brother-in-law told me, a lot of people are here because of him. When we went to see the game, and I remember getting the hat for that particular game, because I used to have the old Florida Marlins hat. And I remember taking to the embroidery company. And hold on, let me get my hat so I can show you guys. This is the hat that I wore that for that game. And I saw, prior to his death, Chapman from the Yankees, he wrote a JF 16. So I said, "Oh, that's nice." And I took it to embroidery, in the mall, and a guy asking to do that for me, and ever since, every time I've been collecting his car, every time I saw it in eBay, I pick one or two, but the sorrow stays there. It's sad. So young. Guys know how far in baseball, he couldn't go, because it was like American dream, for the people here, like I said before. We came to the United States and we got so many dreams, man, to make it, to win the lotto, whatever, man. And when these people, they sign contracts and they make a lot of money, you know. So it was like American dream, you know. So today I dedicate this candle to him, to remember him, to so he can be in peace wherever he is. So that's that's a little story that I want to share with you guys, and take care everybody, and like always Nate said, keep collecting, guys. Good night.